The year is 2004, and there is a very enthusiastic college student about to finish my degree in finance, ready to conquer the world, ready to solve the financial problems of Africa, ready believing that finance is the problem that exists in Africa. And then I owned my first computer. Each day I sit on it, my fingers scribbling over those characters, trying something new. Each day I tried something new. Each day I told myself I will not sleep until I get something new. And then the day came when I now believed that I know something, when I now believed that I had it, when now I believed to myself that I knew it all. Then I finished my college degree, and by then, I no longer call myself a finance graduate. I'm now a self-acclaimed software engineer, ready to tackle the world, ready to conquer the world. And then years later, I found myself working in the education sector. And there I am working again with technology, ready to see the world running, but facing the same challenges that Africa still had. Challenges in poverty, challenges in health. And now I'm wondering, how do we solve these problems in Africa? There I left my finance degree, believing that with finances we were going to solve the problems in Africa. And then a very good friend of mine taught me, the friend I did not have when I started doing my experiments, the friend that we always carry in our pockets each day we walk around, that little friend called the internet. Then the internet taught me one good thing, that Africa's problem is not going to be solved by money. Africa's problem is not going to be solved by finances, but Africa's problem is going to be solved by education. Now I'm in the sector. Now I'm seeing the education. I'm going rural area by rural area, putting computers in schools, training teachers on how to use those computers, training teachers on how to teach using those ICTs. And I realized after a year that all that I did was to impart just but 100 schools out of 8,000 schools in one nation, out of more than 27 million learners in the whole of Africa. And back I was again, thinking, how then are we going to solve the problems of Africa when I can only reach this much? When I can only do this much? And then I realized that the problem is not with what I'm doing, but the problem is in what I'm not doing. Then I looked at what we had in Africa. Every person who moves around every day now has a mobile phone. Even my grandmom in the rural areas has got a phone that I bought her just for me to use to check on her how she's doing. Everywhere I go, I see liter of scratch cards that I used to juice up your airtime. Then I think to myself, how do I reach Africa and provide that quality education that I'm giving just to these 100 schools in every year? How am I going to reach my 27 million students using that same technology that I'm seeing every day? And then we came up with a solution called mobile learning. Now that rural area child is able to get education that is being found here in the capital city. All they need is the very same device that they are using every day. All they need is to just ask the grandmom that I gave that mobile phone to say, can I use it for just 30 minutes? But then the next problem was, now I have a solution on how to solve the problem of access, but how am I going to make money whilst making a difference? And then I looked again outside, and I saw again the litter, the scratch card. And then I remembered, the technology is not what is going to come, but we have enough technology to change Africa. And that's how I came up with a product called an Educard, where a child from the rural areas go to a airtime vendor and buys this card, and they have access to quality education that you are seeing students getting in your top schools. Then I got to realize that Africa's problems are not going to be solved by new inventions, but the technology that exists amongst us, the technology that we interact with every day, is the very same technology that we need to solve the problems of Africa. And the problems of Africa just need us to apply that technology in education. Thank you.